Ever find yourself like glued to a streamer's channel? Hours just vanish, you're cracking up, and you get that little thought, man, this is the dream job.
I know that feeling.
Right? Well, today's deep dive might make you think twice.
Oh.
We're going deep on the hidden pressures of making gaming content. And let me tell you, it's way more intense than it looks. Seriously, ever scroll through Twitch or YouTube gaming and think, I could totally do that?
Easy money, right?
That's the thought. Not so fast, though. Our guide for this is the one and only Senor Alex Fuel. Straight from his podcast, the StoryFuel Podcast, he drops some serious truth bombs about what it really takes to make it as a gaming creator.
Ooh, laid on me.
So one of the biggest things that hit me was how much work happens before you even hit record. Yeah, Fuel talks about making titles and thumbnails like it's an art form. Honestly, that's when it clicked. It's not just got to be good at the game. You got to be good at grabbing attention, like in a sea of endless content.
And that's the thing, right? That's where it gets really real.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's like this pressure to be creative, but on demand, constantly.
Oh, tell me about it.
And it's not just gaming, that killer presentation at work, that email subject line that'll actually get open.
It's the algorithm.
It is. Clicks equal eyeballs, which for these creators, that's their income. Those titles, those thumbnails, they're like the gatekeepers.
And it's relentless, man. Fuel actually says he deleted 2 whole channels he built just because of the burnout. 2.
Oh.
Imagine you pour your heart into this online presence and then it's just delete.
Just too much.
Too much pressure. And that's all before we even touch on live streaming. Like Fuel says going live, completely different beast.
Oh, yeah.
No edits, constant competition, and I love this. He says, for smaller streamers, discoverability is practically non-existent.
Oof, yeah. I can't imagine how rough that must be. You're putting yourself out there, but with thousands of others all vying for that same audience.
It's like you're on this massive stage, right? But instead of a crowd, it's crickets.
Exactly. And the pressure's on live,
right,
which actually leads to a whole other thing, negativity. Also, live streaming, no safety net.
Oh, man.
You can't edit out the bad takes, can't redo the moments that flopped. Mm-hmm. It's just you, the game, and whatever happens, happens.
And then imagine the trolls on top of it. We all know how bad online stuff can be, but Fuel makes it vivid how much worse live streams are. It's like pre-recorded stuff, you can at least try to ignore comments.
Oh, with a live stream, it's happening right there. They're popping up while you're trying to play, talk to chat, keep your energy up.
More than a distraction, it's like derailing your whole thing.
Totally. And what got me was how Fuel, he's like this good guy, right? He wanted to create this positive space so he'd engage with everyone.
Listen, the trolls. Oh, no.
Yeah, and it backfired so hard.
It's like they can smell it, Yeah. That desire to please everyone makes you a target.
100%. And we, sitting here, it's easy to say just ignore them, but it's not that simple.
Fuel was saying how they'd try to sabotage his streams on purpose. Reporting him for fake violations, spamming, that stuff gets your channel penalized.
Exactly. It's not just about feelings getting hurt. That's his income, his reputation. When your livelihood is online, you can't ignore that.
And this is where it just breaks your heart, man. He deleted 2 channels, Redemption Games, and the guru of games, gone because of it.
Years of work just gone. That emotional toll is huge.
Really makes you think about those platforms, the moderation. Because right now it feels like creators are just on their own.
Like they have to be the entertainer, the community manager, the therapist.
Yeah.
Not sustainable.
And it's more than just hitting delete, right? These channels, they're people's communities, their careers.
It's like their whole thing is tied into this. Having that ripped away, not because you messed up.
Because of someone else being awful.
Exactly. And it's just a symptom of how online stuff that anonymity, it brings out the worst.
The worst. And what gets me is Fuel even lost his Twitch affiliate status, all those false reports.
No way. So not even just the emotional hit, that's his actual income affected.
Exactly. Ignore the trolls is easy to say.
But Fuel's case, it shows how ignoring it isn't an option sometimes.
It's a reality check. But here's the thing. His story, as tough as it is, it's not about scaring people off.
Oh, absolutely not. More like a wake-up call.
Yeah. Like going with your eyes open. There are challenges, but know your worth too.
100%. And set boundaries. Fuel talks about having people you trust, taking care of your mental health.
Remembering why you started creating.
Finding that balance. Loving the games, connecting with people, but protecting yourself too.
And that's where his story takes a turn, right? He steps back from streaming, but starts his podcast Turns negative into positive.
Love that. Shows that success isn't one size fits all. Sometimes walking away is the win, even if it means starting over.
So here's my takeaway from all this. Next time you're about to hit send on some snarky comment.
And twice.
More than that, remember there's a person on the other side.
Someone pouring their heart out there.
And we can't fix the whole internet, but we can choose what we do.
What impact are you going to have?
That's it for our deep dive this time. Big thanks to Senor Alex Fuel for his honesty. Until next time, keep it positive and game on.